That confusing, infuriating moment when a woman acts like you mean nothing, yet her body behaves like you're the one man she can't stay calm around. She avoids your eyes like they're dangerous. She talks to you with that strange tightness in her voice. She pulls away too quickly, then stays close enough to feel your presence. And you leave thinking you misread everything. You tell yourself she wasn't interested, she wasn't attracted, she wasn't that kind of woman. But deep down, something in you whispers the truth you were too afraid to believe. She wanted me. I could feel it. That whisper wasn't delusion. It was instinct. Because the harsh reality men never get told is this: the women who seem the most controlled around you are often the ones waging the biggest war inside themselves. Desire doesn't weaken when she suppresses it. It becomes volcanic. The more she repeats, "I shouldn't want him," the more violently her body reacts. The more she hides it, the more intensely she feels it. And every man has walked away from a woman who was secretly burning for him simply because he mistook suppression for disinterest. That girl who couldn't stay still? She wasn't cold. She was overwhelmed. That woman who stiffened when you came near? She wasn't rejecting you. She was trying not to expose herself. This is the suppression effect, the forbidden psychology behind why women crave what they're not supposed to crave. And once you learn to see this truth, you'll never doubt that pull again. Tonight, we dive into the part of her desire she keeps buried, even from herself. What you're missing is the war happening inside her every time she's around you. She may look calm, composed, even distant, but inside, there's a battle raging. It's the conflict between her body's primal desire and her mind's need for control. Her body, fueled by instinct, feels you pulling her in, while her mind, shaped by social conditioning, fears, and expectations, tries to push you away. Every moment she spends with you is a fight between surrender and restraint. She's drawn to you. She feels the heat. She senses that undeniable pull. But then, her mind kicks in. The voice inside her head starts speaking louder. You can't let him see how much you want him. You don't want to seem desperate. Too easy. This is wrong. You have to control it. This internal war is why women often seem confusing. One minute she's giving you those subtle signals, the lingering eye contact, the slight lean toward you, the breath that catches in her throat when you touch her hand. And the next, she's backing away, pulling her energy back like she's scared of her own feelings. But here's the thing most men miss. This isn't rejection. It's self-defense. She's trying to protect herself from her own desires. Her mind is trying to override her body's instinctive need to connect with you. And this push and pull, it creates tension. The kind of tension that makes her body come alive, but also the kind that confuses her. And that's where the pain comes in for men. You feel the energy shift. You feel the attraction, the desire, the electricity. But she's pulling back, and you can't understand why. You think you've done something wrong, that you misread her, that you're not good enough. But the reality is this: the battle isn't between you and her. It's between what her body craves and what her mind believes she should resist. And the truth is that this conflict is exactly what makes her want you more. The struggle between desire and suppression is the root of all attraction. And until you understand this, you will never see the full picture of what she's really feeling. The reason she denies her desire isn't because it isn't there. It's there. It's because she's been conditioned to suppress it. From childhood, women are taught to be in control of their emotions, to hide their desires, to be proper, to be reserved. Society demands that they be the ones who set boundaries, who control the pace, who hold the power of when and how. And somewhere along the way, desire became something wrong, something to be hidden, something she could never admit out loud. The fear of appearing too eager or too desperate is programmed so deeply that it becomes automatic. She doesn't even question it anymore. So when she feels that pull toward you, that surge of attraction she can't explain, the first thing she does is bury it. She fights it. She tells herself she's imagining it, that it's just a fleeting feeling, that it doesn't mean anything. But here's the thing most men never realize. The more she tries to suppress it, the stronger it grows. Suppression doesn't kill desire, it intensifies it. Every time she pushes her desire down, her body reacts in ways she can't control. Her skin flushes, her heart races, her breathing becomes shallow. But she can't let it show. So she masks it. She puts up walls. She pushes you away. She even says, "I'm not that kind of girl," or "I'm not interested in anything serious." But the truth is this: the harder she pushes it down, the more the desire builds. It's like a pressure cooker, building up steam until it can no longer be contained. That tension? That's the suppression effect. It's the reason why, when she finally does let go, when she gives in to that desire, it feels like an explosion, like something she's been holding back for far too long. And this is the pain men miss. She's not rejecting you. She's rejecting herself. The desire is there, it always was. But her conditioning, her fear of losing control, her societal programming, keeps her from letting it show. And this internal war? That's the part you can't see, but it's the one that makes her crave you the most. When a woman suppresses her desire, her body doesn't simply ignore it. The body reacts. It's not a passive process. It's an active biochemical storm. The more she tries to push that desire down, the more intense it becomes. It's like trying to hold a powerful force underwater. It may seem contained for a moment, but the pressure builds, and eventually, it has to escape. The body doesn't know how to lie. It reacts to what her mind is trying to hide. And that reaction? It's primal. It starts in her nervous system, where unconscious signals flash through her body, registering desire before her mind can even process what's happening. At first, you might notice subtle changes, a flicker in her eyes, a breath that catches, a slight tension in her posture as she leans in, only to pull away quickly, as though trying to maintain control. But these are just the surface reactions. Deep inside, her body is releasing a cocktail of hormones that amplify her attraction. Dopamine, adrenaline, oxytocin. These chemicals flood her system when desire is triggered, making her feel both pleasure and discomfort in the same breath. The fight between her desire and the need to suppress it creates an intense, almost electric charge. Her heart rate increases, her pupils dilate. Blood flows to areas of her body where she wants to be touched most. Her breathing becomes shallow, as though she's holding on to something she's afraid to fully experience. This is the forbidden desire in its purest form, the body's natural response to the tension of repression. But here's where it gets darker. The more she suppresses it, the more her body craves release. It builds in her like an addiction, creating a magnetic pull toward the very thing she's trying to avoid. The suppression itself is what intensifies the craving. Her mind may try to control the situation, but her body is already in pursuit. When a woman feels this tension, when she feels this duality, what she wants but can't have, it amplifies the attraction in ways nothing else can. And when she finally lets go of the resistance, When she finally surrenders to that suppressed desire, it's not just a release, it's an explosion. And that moment of surrender, it's the most powerful, intoxicating desire she will ever experience. This is the paradox that burns deep inside every woman. She desires the man she knows she shouldn't want. It doesn't matter if he's the bad boy, the one who's emotionally unavailable, the one who challenges her in ways that feel dangerous. Her mind tells her to avoid him. He's not the safe choice. He's not the reliable one. He's the one who stirs up emotions she's been taught to suppress. And that's exactly why she can't help but feel drawn to him. The man she shouldn't want is often the one she craves the most. Why? Because deep down, she's not seeking stability or security first. She's seeking intensity, passion, and the raw emotional force that comes from someone who disrupts her calm. A woman's deepest instinct isn't to choose the man who will be nice to her. It's to choose the man who will awaken her, shake her out of her comfort zone, and make her feel alive in a way she hasn't experienced before. The truth is darker than most men want to admit. Dangerous men don't attract her because they're reckless. They attract her because they trigger a deeper, primal response. A response that says, "This man is capable of pushing me to places I've never been, of making me feel things I can't control." A man who challenges her boundaries isn't simply a threat. He's a catalyst. He represents the forbidden, the very thing her body craves, but her mind tries to avoid. That tension, that danger, is what makes him irresistible. It's the emotional chaos he brings with him, the uncertainty, the challenge, the rawness that awakens her body's deepest desires. She knows she shouldn't want him. Her logical mind screams to choose the safe, predictable man. But biology doesn't care about her logic. It doesn't care about the rules. It only cares about one thing: feeling. And the man who makes her feel something she can't explain, something she's afraid of losing control over. That's the man she'll be drawn to the most. The mind may fight it, but the body will always choose the man who makes her feel alive, even if it's dangerous. And that's why the man she shouldn't want is often the one she can't resist. The greatest mistake most men make in these moments is assuming that suppression equals disinterest. She pulls back. She gets quiet. She looks distant. And in that moment, you're left wondering, what did I do wrong? Why is she suddenly so cold? You think you've lost her attention, that your charm wore off, that your efforts were wasted. But here's the truth men never seem to grasp. When a woman suppresses her desire, it's because it's too strong to handle. She's not backing away from you. She's backing away from the overwhelming feelings she can't control. Her mind is doing everything it can to put the brakes on her body's response. The problem is, she can't think her way out of this one. Her body feels what it feels, and it's a force far more powerful than logic. What you're witnessing is not a rejection. It's a fight. Her desire is so intense that her mind can't catch up. She knows she shouldn't feel this way. She knows it's too soon, too strong, too complicated, so she suppresses it. She retreats emotionally and physically, telling herself it's nothing, when in reality, it's everything. The pushback you're feeling is the friction between what she wants and what she thinks she should want. And this is where most men go wrong. They think her pullback means they've lost the game. They think she's disinterested, when in fact, it's the exact opposite. She's trying to maintain control of a situation her body is already trying to surrender to. She won't admit this to you. She may even act distant or dismissive, but don't mistake that for coldness. That's the hotness of desire being buried under layers of suppression. And when you react by retreating yourself, giving her space, apologizing for something you didn't do, pulling back. You confirm the very thing her body is fighting against. She's not running from you. She's running from her own desire. And the worst thing you can do is let her run away, because that's the moment she starts wondering why she can't feel the way she did. When you give her space, when you stop fighting for her attention, when you let her come to you, that's when the real desire starts to surface. The most dangerous part for men is missing the signs, the subtle, hidden codes her body gives off when desire is suppressed. These are not blatant signals like flirty glances or overt touches. No, these are the whispers, the micro reactions her body has when it wants you, but her mind tells her not to act on it. If you know how to read these signs, you can feel the tension beneath the surface. You can see through the facade of indifference and see the desire that she's desperately trying to control. The first sign is eye contact. It starts out casual, but then, for just a split second, her eyes lock with yours in a way that's too intense to be accidental. She looks away quickly, as if to hide the fact that she just allowed herself to feel something she wasn't supposed to. It's a quick, almost subconscious flicker, but it's enough. Her pupils dilate, and even though she tries to act like nothing happened, her body just told you everything. The second sign is her body posture. She may cross her arms or turn her body slightly away, but in the next moment, you'll notice her subtly shifting toward you. It's almost like she can't help herself. Her body leans in, betraying her mind's attempt to push you away. Her breathing becomes more shallow when she's near you. This is her body physically reacting to desire, even though her conscious mind tells her to stay composed. Another tell is her voice. When she speaks to you, her tone will lower just a bit, becoming softer, almost breathless. The shift is slight, but you can feel it. She's suppressing the urge to speak from her instincts, her desire to engage with you fully, by lowering her voice. It's a natural attempt to control the intimacy she's feeling, but it only draws you in closer. And then, there's the distance game. She will move closer to you when she thinks you're not paying attention, but then retreat just as quickly. It's her way of testing the waters, allowing herself a taste of the connection, only to pull away before it gets too real, too intense. It's the emotional push and pull, desire building, but never fully released. These signs, these hidden codes, are her body's way of showing you that she's in it. She's feeling the desire she can't admit, but only a man who understands the suppression effect will see it for what it is. And when you recognize it, that's when you stop chasing her and start letting her chase you. Now that you understand the hidden codes, the subtle signs of suppressed desire, you need to learn how to amplify that tension, how to harness the very thing she's trying to control and make it work in your favor. The suppression effect isn't something to fear, it's something to trigger. You don't need to chase her emotions, beg for her attention, or perform like most men do. All you need to do is be present, grounded, and aware of the power that's already at play. The more you understand what's happening under the surface, the more you'll realize that the tension is your weapon. First, you must slow down. Every time she pulls away or gives you mixed signals, don't react. Don't chase. Don't beg for her attention or try to make her feel comfortable again. Instead, let the silence sit. Let the tension build. When you stay calm, grounded, and still, you increase the emotional tension. You create space, and in that space, her desire amplifies, because now, her mind has no choice but to fill it with curiosity, frustration, and longing. It's in this space that desire grows, because she doesn't know what to expect from you, but her body feels it. Second, Mirror the energy. When she leans in, you lean back slightly. When her voice drops, you drop yours. Don't try to dominate or pressure her. Instead, create a dance of energy where she feels that you're aware of what's happening, but you're not rushing her. You're letting her come to you in her own time, and that builds anticipation. Patience becomes your greatest tool. Lastly, pull back just enough. If she moves closer, you don't have to do anything dramatic, but subtly create distance. Not to withdraw, but to make her feel like she has to reach for you. It's this shift that pushes her emotions into overdrive. The more you make her pursue the connection, the more she will crave it. She'll start second-guessing herself, wondering why she's drawn to you in this way, and that uncertainty will only fuel her desire. By amplifying the suppression effect, you take control of her desire, not by forcing it, but by allowing it to intensify naturally. When you stop chasing her and start letting her chase you, that's when the real power kicks in. Now that you understand how to amplify the suppression effect, you've unlocked a level of control most men will never grasp. You're no longer playing a game where you're waiting for her to choose you. Instead, you've become the one shaping her desire, the one holding the power to escalate or pull back at will. But here's where the real danger lies, and it's the part that most men never see coming. Because when you've stirred that suppressed desire, when you've ignited the tension, you're no longer just playing with attraction. You're playing with obsession. And obsession doesn't stay passive for long. It burns deeper. It consumes more. The suppression effect, when triggered and amplified, doesn't just make her want you. It makes her need you. She'll feel a longing that goes beyond lust. It's an emotional craving, an itch her mind can't scratch. And once that seed of obsession is planted, it grows fast, overtaking her ability to reason. But this is the part most men miss. They assume that once desire is triggered, everything falls into place. That's when they become complacent. They think they've won. They think the chase is over. But in reality, you've just begun to step into a world of psychological complexity that few ever learn to navigate. The tension, the desire, the chase, it's all a delicate balance, one that's easy to lose if you don't understand the next phase of her attraction. In the next episode, we'll explore how desire evolves once it's pushed past suppression, what happens when a woman's need for you becomes obsession, and how you can either control it or lose everything. Because the moment she moves from wanting you to needing you, things get dangerously intense. Welcome to Episode 4, The Catalyst, the type of man who unleashes her hidden lust circuits. This is where everything changes and where the real power lies. You've learned the truth. Now, it's time to take action. Hit subscribe and stay with this journey, because the next episodes will show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. This is just the beginning of understanding female desire. Share your story in the comments. Tell us about the times when you felt that invisible tension, when you were caught in the push and pull, unsure if she was interested or if you misread her. Your story could help another man unlock the truth he's been missing. Share this video with someone who needs to see it. Don't let them keep making the same mistakes. Once you understand the suppression effect, you'll never look at attraction the same way again. But what happens when it goes beyond just desire? That's coming next. So make sure you don't miss it.